go back and watch it. Biscuit. The dog wins the competition. It's the dog's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then, I mean, once again, I think having a great episode. I gave Fessler the VIP last week. Fessler, I mean, it is so funny. Yes, these things are edited, but when Teresa says, I think best line of this episode, might have to give Teresa the MVP for this line, but she says, what did she say? What dog is Joe Benigno gonna bring to the thing? Margaret or the real dog? I mean, that was funny. Come on now. That was funny. And then they edit it and it's silent and nobody wants to react. Jennifer Aden's just like, oh, well, that was a great line, but I'm not going to react to that. But Teresa, you came up with a great line. And I mean, it almost seems like she did it all on her own. She doesn't always come up with, I mean, she can't come up with these one-liners on her own. She ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but really, really, I liked it. I liked it. Smart. What dog is Joe Benigno going to bring Margaret which is not nice. Actually, I slammed Louis last week for, commenting on John Fuda's looks. And, now that I'm thinking about it in real time, Teresa, that's not nice. Are you criticizing Margaret's looks? But it was still kind of funny just because it was a joke. But I guess that's the difference. Louis meant it and Teresa's kind of making a joke. Not nice, Teresa, calling Margaret a dog. I don't like when people talk about people's looks. I don't like it. We can critique the outfits, but not what they look like. It's not good. But okay. I'm sure Margaret appreciated that scene at home when she was watching it. Lexi, did you hear what she just said? So then they're talking and they're talking and they're talking. And Gia speaks up. Gia's got something to say. It is a little weird when it's like, I like that Gia has an opinion. Look, she's a grown adult. So, I mean, everyone's leave the children alone. I'm over that. But it is it's a weird dynamic when one of the kids is now speaking and has an opinion. But I mean, she shuts down Fessler right away when Fessler brings up Joe Gorga. She's like, I don't want to. But in a way, Gia is kind of the voice of reason. She's like, what? You guys are fighting over a book and this and that. We have reference to Luis and John Fuda talking. Fessler brings it up. We better see, I mean, when is this going to happen? I mean, we're leading up to this scene where the Fuda sit down with Louis and Teresa. So that's coming. Again, guys, we're in episode 4. We only have 13. Short season. And we'll get into the ratings and why we think it's a short season. But now we're going to the softball game. I don't know. We used to have other things that we saw every year on Jersey. Do we like these traditions? We're always seeing the Jersey Shore. Last week, I told you I don't want to see it anymore. Some of you liked it. I'm kind of over this softball game. It raises money for charity. I like it. Every year, we got to see the damn softball game. I don't know. I don't really care if we see I don't really care if we see it. That's just me. Don't come for me. I could do without seeing it. So we get there, look, first of all, I think Melissa's having a great season. You gotta respect Melissa. They come in, she says, go give your aunt a hug and a kiss, whatever. That's nice. I mean, who can hate on that? You're all gonna find a reason, all you guys that hate Melissa, but who can hate on that, right? I mean, that's respect. I mean, Teresa doesn't tell that to Gia. Now, granted, I just said Gia was an adult, which she is. So it is a little bit of a different thing, right? Gia's an adult. It's a little different. You don't have to tell Gia to go give, Uncle Joe a kiss. But I thought that was very classy of Melissa. Teresa cannot even stomach hugging her own nephew. Cannot even stomach it. No teams, but I thought that was very a déclassé. And that's it. They still don't speak. It's working, them not speaking, but it's also very strange and it's not working. So now we have, and Also, I just want to say, I guess let's spend a minute on this is the whole Jackie and Margaret thing. Man, and I go back and forth. I'm like, none of this seems real. And there really seemed to be in a fight. I mean, then Jackie reveals that, it's finally dawned on her that Margaret thought she was up here and she thought I was down here. It's like, ding, 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 girl. Why do you think I'm not fucking friends with Margaret anymore? That's Margaret. Jackie, you should have called me. Margaret wants you in her little entourage looking up. I said this last week. No offense to the woman. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, Jackie, you're just realizing this is 100% my experience with Miss Joseph as well. If you are a little sub bitch looking up, she fucking loves you. When you're running your own podcast and you don't need anyone and you have listeners that actually listen to you and don't need you to kiss the ass and, you're successful on your own and you don't need anything from the woman, oh, she don't got no use for you. Yeah, so Jackie's coming to this realization, and her and Margaret are. I don't love to see it, but it's so funny, and it's so funny when Jennifer Aiden is like just sitting there, doesn't say a word. I was thinking to myself, this girl wants popcorn. She even then says she wants popcorn. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. So that's here. We're starting to see more cracks in the friendship between Jackie and Margaret. I also, just to go back at the dog party, think it's funny when Dolores is, first of all, Dolores, who has 10 fucking dogs, okay? I mean, only fucking crazy people have fucking 10 damn dogs. I could not even imagine. Crazy people have 5 dogs, okay? Ridiculous. But I mean, could you imagine? Ugh, the house must fucking stink. But anyway, I mean, random thoughts by David. But I love when they were at the dog party for Jennifer's dog, Biscuit, and Dolores is like, are we in the fucking Twilight Zone? It is kind of true. I mean, this is why you guys don't like Jackie. You think she's just kissing up to Teresa, keep her job. That's what Margaret thinks, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Now we also learn that Jennifer and Melissa still have issues. They're going to have to sit down and get back. We see Jackie versus Danielle. There's a whole theme of this whole season. If you really want to sum it up, it's all like everyone's mad. And this is why we have a nothing burger. Everyone is mad at everyone else for like being friends with someone you don't like. It's so ridiculous. It's so like, I'm not at you because you're friends with this one. I don't like that one. So all of it is just ridiculous to me. We have Margaret now sticking up for Danielle over Jackie. I mean, the whole thing is, I do like that Jackie's just like, look, Danielle, you don't fucking like me. It's kind of funny. We also see in this episode, I guess I am all over the place with this episode, and then we're going to speed it up because I want to talk about some real life stuff. But we also see in this episode